My name is Jonas Abraham. I'm in a group called The Pirate Signal. I first made beats at this thing they do for DPS. It's called Career Education Center, and it's called CEC, and it's like they have a bunch of different sort of offices, or sort of like classes for particular career paths. And so I took the audio engineering, and they had an old SP1200, and a really old Yamaha keyboard, and Pro Tools. So I would plug the Pro Tools, I would plug the SP1200, the drum machine, and the keyboard into this mixer that went into Pro Tools, and then play drums, you know, for like 3 minutes, and then play keyboard for 3 minutes. And that was the first time I started making music. And I guess I've always kind of thought of the beat, you know, the machines as the instruments, you know. I think machines as instruments is also pretty interesting stuff.
I come from a place on earth no one's ever come from before. It's just me, my DJ, and a song. We gon' try to bring it home.
DJ what? DJ and beat collector. I DJed through high school. Got really serious, more serious with DJing around 15, 16. Started collecting around 16, like records and stuff.
So welcome to the paradigm. Watch everybody hears home. So I suggest you get your players on. Your whole body calm right now. I'm sure you know.
Didn't really start our first hip hop group until I was about 18.
We sort of were all part of this crew called Life Crew. He met some of my friends and who were also doing music, and they sort of linked up, and then they introduced him to me, you know, and so it was like this big collective of people, and eventually it was like 3 different rap groups and 3 DJs. And at that point I was another MC in the group, but he didn't really want to work with the other MC, just wanted to work with me. Conveniently enough, that guy ended up leaving, so it was just me and him. It's been that way ever since. You know?
I and Jonas like really clicked on a real musical level as far as like what type of music we wanted to make, what type of music we liked. You know, we're both very like hardcore, you know, big, like, you know, dark, you know, just real hardcore, grimier like type of style of rap. The whole basis of the Pirate Signal is, you know, the meaning of the word, or you know, of us as being the Pirate Signal. It's like being the alternative, you know, to everything mainstream. And I think like what we try to portray is just, you know, having a mind of your own.
This is like the first album we've done together, you know, or that is this lineup. And it's just, you know, it's like 12 songs. It's called No Weak Heart Shall Prosper. And it's definitely sort of, I don't know, I mean, all those things I talked about with wanting to bring these different kinds of influences into, I feel like we've gotten really, I mean, much better at that than we were, you know? And I feel like this is a great example of that. I still listen to it, and I like the way we integrated other kinds of music, you know?
We went into the record when starting to make it that we really wanted to make a record that basically on a pretty elementary level, as far as like, we want to make songs that we can perform, that we can just do live. You know, the electronic influence and the touch that we put of us liking different types of music, you know, dubstep, you know, new beat type of stuff. We use a lot of like rock sounds as well. We basically think of it as like we're just taking these sounds and making it and putting our own touch to it, our own flavor.
This one is very synthetic. You know, it's got a lot of keyboards. It's sort of like this whole like post-apocalyptic feel. Sort of like this really mechanical and a lot more machine-oriented. But I mean, I think the biggest transition is that the previous sound was a lot more analog, and this is just a lot more digital. You know, and I mean, I'm very happy with it. I am. I'm really pretty happy with it still. So that's cool.